What's up, super people? My name is Aaron Oster. I am a #1 best-selling author on Amazon, and my first release of the year, Age of Ancients, comes out January 27th. The pre-order is going to be going up about a week before that, so there's something to be excited about. I realize it's been a few weeks since I posted. Life kind of gets in the way of that, but I figured we'd start the new year off with a bang. And I try to be more consistent with my posting. I'll try at least once a week, maybe more. So if you could please destroy that like button and subscribe, I would really appreciate it, because seeing the like button getting destroyed and subscribers subscribing definitely helps me get on here more, because I'm literally getting nothing out of this right now. I'm still way under the subscriber count I need. I don't have nearly enough watch time to, make a few pennies off your view. So, I would really appreciate it. And with that said, let's get right into the video. So, as you probably saw from the topic, is it still worth it to self-publish in 2021? And the answer is obviously yes. You can go now. But no, in all seriousness, the self-publishing market has been steadily growing through the years, and 2020 was the biggest year. Audible's, Kindle Unlimited page read pool just kept growing every single month. And while the payouts don't actually get any bigger, it shows that there are more and more authors flocking to the platform. So, yes, 2021 is absolutely a great year to be publishing. I know I published 13 books in 2020, and this year hopefully I'll be able to write less and focus more on picking up the quality of my work a little bit. But I mean, this video is for you guys, so let's talk about a few things that you can do to make your work stand out, and how you can even accomplish writing a book if you've been putting it off, if you've been unsure if you're even good enough. If you just haven't had the confidence to start writing, or you just don't really know what to write about. So let's start with the first thing, actually getting started on writing. So one of the hardest things is to just sit down and stare at a blank page and just not knowing what to write. So the first thing you should do is just write an outline. Bullet points, just little bullet points, lines of just bare bones things that you want to happen in your story, right? Like, character starts off here, this happens to the character, character goes on adventure, this is where the adventure ends. I mean, yeah, not the best example, but you kind of get the point, right? Once you've done your bullet points, outline your actual story, work on the world building, work on the laws and rules that govern your world, work on the people, the history. Outlining everything before you start the story will assure that you don't write yourself into a corner. You don't get to a certain point and you're like, well, what do I do now? So that's the first thing I would say. Make sure you outline your entire story. Now, actually getting the writing done is probably the hardest part, because you're not going to want to write some days. You'll get up and you'll be like, why am I even doing this? Like, what's the point? But just do the math, right? You write 500 words a day. At the end of the year, you've got yourself a nice-sized book. I mean, you don't even have to write 250 words a day. That's not that many words. 250 words a day is not that much. Even if you're very slow at typing, it'll take you maybe 30 minutes. And if you write consistently every day, at the end of the year, you will definitely have a book. Number 2, do not just throw your manuscript up there the second you've done writing it. It's one of the biggest mistakes you can make as an author. Always take the time to do marketing through social media, because social media is free. Start off talking about your book a few months in advance while you're still in the process of writing it. Make sure to reach out to friends and family, people you know in your community. Ask them if they'd be willing to beta read the book, to tell you if there's anything wrong with it, if they can point anything out that they think needs changing. And with the help of a community like, Facebook groups, or, bigger Instagram accounts, or, I mean, pretty much any other social media, you can find plenty of other like-minded people who will enjoy your writing. You know, plenty of people like my writing, plenty of people hate my writing. Every single author has critics. No matter who you are, someone is going to leave you bad reviews. So I'd say that's number 3. Don't let the critics get to you. Yeah, I know it's a little little ironic coming from me, because I sometimes still let the critics get to me, and I'm working on that. I'm working on that. Um, Number 4, like I said, like, you shouldn't just throw your manuscript up there without marketing beforehand. Don't just throw your book up there and slap some, stock image horrible cover on it, because people do judge books by their covers, and they won't buy your book if it doesn't stand out. So definitely make sure to find yourself a good cover artist, Mibble Art. They are an excellent company. You can check out the links down below. And if you tell them I mentioned you, if you give them my name, I referred you, they'll give you 15% off on your cover, or add $15 of value to your cover, depending on the type of cover you want to get. They have tons of author resources like formatting, a whole bunch of other cool stuff that they can get done for you. They're very professional, and they're very, very fairly priced. Okay, if you find some cover artist who's going to be charging 1,000 books for a cover art, don't do it. They're charging you way too much. Mibble Art, for an illustrated cover design, which means they physically go and they paint it for you, they'll charge you around $400 for the cover, which is really, really, really good as far as pricing goes. You can get like a, cover design where they do photo manipulation in Photoshop for about $150, I think. So if you're looking for good cover art, Mibble Art is definitely a place that I use and I would recommend. Another thing that's important is to try and make as many friends in the space as you can. Reach out and talk to other authors, not just, friends in your community, because other authors can definitely help. And, you can offer to swap. You and another new author, are working on something at the same time. Say, hey, you take a look at mine, I'll take a look at yours. We can help each other out. So, I mean, to answer the question that I posed at the beginning of the video, right? Is publishing in 2021 still worth it? Yes, it is most definitely worth it. There are tons of authors out there who are making really good careers. I myself was able to quit my full-time job back at the beginning of 2019, and I am still able to do this until today because of this. So, I mean, you publish on a platform like Amazon, KDP, yeah, it's a bit of a risk, and there are always going to be pirates who steal your work, and it's going to be risky to be part of their program. But for me personally, between 70 and 75% of my ebook revenue comes through Amazon's Kindle Unlimited subscription platform, where you just enroll with them, and you get paid for the pages that people read. So, publishing through Amazon is very easy. It's very intuitive, and if you follow the steps and you do everything right, you're not guaranteed to be successful. Nobody is ever guaranteed success. But your chances of success will go up exponentially if you follow all of the steps, you do everything right. Publishing isn't cheap. Finding an editor to go over your manuscript, getting good cover art, paying a little bit for marketing here and there, it's not going to be cheap, but I managed to turn a $1,600 investment into a, multi-six-figure business within just a couple of years. So I definitely think that if I can do it by following the right steps, then anyone can. If you wrote a book this year, if you're planning on writing a book this year, just let everybody know down in the comments. I'll give you a little shout of encouragement if I can. Go check out my Patreon. I'm going to be adding a new tier over there where I am going to be doing kind of consulting. I don't really feel like I have a, I don't really feel like I can offer consulting advice, but people ask me all the time. And, fortunately, my time is very valuable now. So, yeah, while I'm going to have to charge a little bit for my time, if you feel you can get something out of it, something more, you can ask me personal questions instead of just watching me here on YouTube. You can feel free to check it out. The new tier will be going live sometime this week, and it will be limited. So if you're interested, you can check out my Patreon links down there. So with that said, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you could destroy that like button and subscribe, I would appreciate it even more. Go check out all the links down below for my ebooks and audiobooks. And hopefully I will be more consistent with my videos. I am moving to a new house, hopefully soon, where I'll be able to set up a more, a bit of a nicer studio. I'm hoping to hire someone, at least part-time, so I can start shooting again on an actual camera, having a little bit of editing work done, and, a little better than what I'm doing now. I've also got new ideas for the year of 2021. So, stay posted. Please subscribe. Just ring the bell. It really helps me out. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Keep being super, and I will see you all next time.